Good afternoon. Kat here, Tuesday with a mini-sode of the Mom's Adventure Paradox podcast. I'm so glad you're here with me, tuning in live on social media platforms or listening to this whenever it works best for you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for taking the time to listen. Today, we are talking about how to talk to your brain. Your brain, my friends. I saw something come across my feed the other day, and it was a gal. I think she was on like a skateboard or a scooter. I don't know how she was filming herself, if it was a drone or what was going on, but she said, I've learned that when I wake up in the morning and negative self-talk starts, that's my brain doing that. And I have named my brain. I call my brain Becky. And when that starts in the morning, I say, Becky, we're not gonna do this today. I love that. You can start your day over. You can start your self-talk over at any time. I think so often we feel like we can't separate ourselves from our thoughts. We have to remember that so often thoughts, they're things that haven't even happened, are not happening, or are no longer happening. Memories, recurring trauma, whatever is happening in your brain isn't usually happening right now. If it's happening right now, it's actually happening in your body. Whatever is happening right now is happening in real time, and it is happening in and to your body. For example, you step outside the door and you feel the wind or the sun or the snow upon your face. That's happening in real time. It's not even a thought. It's like, this is happening. There is a snowflake on my face. I feel cold. And the sun is shining. What a paradox. Hello, spring. Anyone else have snow and sun at the same time? Here we are. So, how do you talk to your brain? Humor is a great way. Humor is a great way to get through to yourself, to get to the other side. In keeping with our theme for April, I've got a joke for you. You're welcome. So the coffee pot is talking, and the coffee pot says, what kind of hair have you got going today? You definitely got off on the wrong side of the bed. Do you think people are going to want to talk to you when you're looking like that? And the lady next to the coffee says, that coffee has no filter. No filter, friends. Is this how you talk to yourself sometimes? When I went into my meditation app earlier today, I was listening to some binaural beats as I was working. If you don't know about these, you're going to want to check them out. There's a lot of really interesting scientific data behind binaural beats and listening to them. Anyway, I digress. Back to my point here. A little chime comes up at the beginning. It's usually a quote or an invitation. And today there was this invitation to check in. Today I am going to, and there was a drop down list of things I could do. And one of the things was speak kindly to myself. When was the last time you spoke kindly to your brain? Hello, Becky. Nice to see you today. How are you doing? How do you talk to yourself? How do you talk to your brain? Are you familiar with the 5-to-1 ratio? Here's what it is. It's called the praise to criticism ratio. So let's just take a bad hair day as a simple example. You wake up in the morning, you go to the mirror, you see your hair is all over the place, and you think, my hair looks terrible. That was a negative criticism of thyself. Now, to offset that, your brain needs 5 positive praises. I love my eyes. I love that I woke up this morning. I love that I have a hat I can put on my hair if I'm having a bad hair day. I love that I only need to think about wearing a jacket and what I do from the waist up since I'm on Zoom. I don't even have to think about what pants I'm wearing. And I love that I have the opportunity to work from anywhere and reach people all around the world and that they don't even care what my hair looks like. What a gift. Do you see the praise that I just put against that one criticism? We make it all mean so much when it doesn't really mean so much. It's just hair. It's just a thing. What is it that you came here to do? That's what you need to be talking to your brain about. Why are we here? Why are we speaking up? What is the point? This is not to go and get distracted and go off on some tangent of, I don't know, I don't know. Maybe that is where you are. Maybe you do need to take a journey and work with a coach and figure out why? What's the why behind your why when you get up every single day? What's it all for? Because if you don't know, that is going to affect how you talk to your brain. This weekend, I tried to go skiing with my daughter. It was closing day at Targhee, and she was not having it. She did not want to put those ski boots on again. She did not want to walk all the way to the ski resort. We got one of the last parking spots. It was a very long walk. She did not want to wait for the shuttle that would show up every 10 or 15 minutes. She was not having it. And it was the first time I have ever witnessed, this was in my 7-year-old daughter, her negative self-talk. I'm stupid. I can't do it. I'm going, where is this coming from? Where is this coming from? And I'm trying to catch up to her with the praise to criticism ratio for herself, but I can't do it for her. And moms, I know you hear me. I know you're out there listening. I know you've had this experience. If you're a boss, maybe with an employee, why can't they see it? What's going on? You got to start with yourself. And that's what I did, is I realized I really don't know how to respond or help my daughter. What can I do to help myself? Because I'm in this place of powerlessness, recognizing I cannot do it for her, but I can also meet her with empathy and compassion. Honey, I know it's hard. I know those ski boots are uncomfortable. I will wait with you for as long as it takes until you're ready. Or maybe we do something else. Those are our two choices. We either keep moving towards how to do this, or we come up with something else and we pivot. I want to make this a win-win. I love you. I'm here for you. You're not alone. There was a lot more to it that went on that I won't get into, but in the end, we made it onto the mountain and we went snowboarding. She's been wanting to snowboard for years. Guess what? The boots are softer. She was so excited to learn a new thing. For me, this was something I used to do. I was a snowboarder for over a decade, and it was very easy to rent a board and move right into getting on the magic carpet with her and teaching her how to go toe edge to heel edge and get her balance like a surfer and dance. It's all about dancing and being in that flow. But sometimes it takes a minute for your brain to catch up to what's actually happening. Maybe whatever you signed up for is too much, and that's why you're waking up and calling it out on your hair. It ain't about your hair. It ain't about the coffee pot. Take off the filter. I'm going to encourage you to take off that filter and figure out what is your actual truth. What did you actually come here to say? Say that. Because whatever else you're saying is just noise. What's the one thing you came here to really say? And I'll tell you what it is today for me, because I know loud and clear, my brain is so clear on this. Horses. You can see the picture in my background, actually on this side and this side. That was my grandmother riding a horse, her happiest moments in life on a horse. Many of mine too. I see a horse and it takes me there. And I have taken people out on horses for the first time, and they have arrived, this dream, this vision, and then it's all they can talk about. When will we get back to the horse? All about the horse. I had the great privilege of a friend of mine sharing with me this week that she just got a horse in her own backyard. It's been a lifelong dream. You know, for many of us, we have kids, we have careers, and we're horse girls at heart. But for whatever reason, we've kind of gone around in these different places, and it might take a minute to come back to this dream coming true. And her dream is coming true. And she's talking about this horse and she's sending me videos. And she's saying, he's so in your pocket. And what we mean in the horse world when we say in your pocket is that he follows you around. He wants to do what you do. He's right there for you. He's right there when you need him, underneath you. He's right there. You're right there with him. He's right there with you. And this is what you want with your message, with your truth. It's right there. You don't have to think about it. It's there because it's in here, because it's just who you are and why you came here, this deep, deep cosmic connection to speaking your truth and how you talk to your brain, because sometimes we're on tangents and we think it's about something else than what it's actually about. What is it all about? Today, I was in a really cool call and I was reminded of this book by Seth Godin, who I love. And I've had this book since before it was released. I bought it. It's called This is Strategy, Make Better Plans by Seth Godin. And one of the things he talks about in here is looking at an aerial view of Boston and seeing that in 100 years, from 1924 to 2024, the roads had not changed, but every single building had. Whoa, let's think about this for a minute. The roads had not changed, but every single building had. Remember, 1922 was the year where we crossed over and there were 50% plus more cars than horses in most major cities around the world, including Boston. Who first started those roads for us way, way, way back, hundreds of years ago? Horses, people walking. And then the buildings were built up between those roads, between those passages. So that's like the hard wiring in your mind. The buildings change, the holidays change, but we still have these same roads, how we do things, how we approach each thing. But sometimes the road has changed. Maybe it's washed out. There's mud. You got to go a different way. There's construction. It's a little bit slower, right? He talks about on the back of this book, he has 10 principles, and one of them is you're not sitting in traffic, you are traffic. Forgive me, that's actually the 12th principle. You are traffic. Your brain is traffic. Whatever you're thinking, whatever you're scrolling, whatever news you're putting in there, it is causing traffic. It is causing these buildups that you're going to have to go around. But if your way is clear, it's not going to matter. It does not matter. The way has never changed. The connection between two people. This is why podcasting is so powerful. When we have a conversation, when we really listen to someone and allow their wisdom to come through them to us, to our ears, to our hearts, and eventually to our feet, that we might change our actions, change the way we walk or skip or hop or dance down the road. Trust this. This is what it's all about. Speaking of, I said this on an interview I did last week for Courageous Women Rise. You can check it out, courageouswomenrise.com/cat. And somebody sent me a review today about how much this particular interview touched them. And one of the things I talked about is adventure and having faith in the adventure, that the adventure is faith. Again, this is a way of talking to your brain. Moms, I see you if you're coming out of Easter and your kids have been all jacked up on sugar and kind of feels like another Halloween. When did it become this, right? But I see you and I hear you. And for those who are grieving the loss of the Pope, I see you too. Great spiritual people, great spiritual leaders. I was brought into the conversation of Amma, the hugging saint. She won Gandhi's Peace Prize or something like that. You can check it out on Wikipedia, AMMA, Amma. But what is the adventure, the action coming from how you speak to your brain that you are following through with, you are speaking into actual life? How do you talk to your brain? Sometimes you got to turn it off, go exercise, eat a banana. Don't forget to say 5 nice things to yourself. Have faith in that. Really works. All right, this mini-sode's getting kind of long now, so we're going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for listening. I hope this has served you. If you loved this mini-sode, please share it with a friend, follow, subscribe, give us a review. It really helps our ratings. And if you're interested in podcasting, go to theadventureparadox.com/masterclass. Check out my masterclass. I would love to help you find your voice and take the next step in your life. Have a beautiful day. Thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. And please speak kindly to yourself.